Hey, what's up guys? Russell here, aka Nintendo Ninja from Instagram. Welcome to another review. This time we're looking at the Spider-Man Mary Jane Watson 2-pack from Marvel Legends, which is another Toys R Us exclusive. Let's get to it.
Crispy.
Alright, so first off we're just going to have a look at the outer packaging, and you can see here on the side, it's very nice. It's a picture of MJ looking very pretty with her red hair. And then on the other side we got a unmasked Spider-Man. He's looks pretty cool. And then on the back is a bit of synopsis and the two figures themselves. And the synopsis reads, "Though Mary Jane may always know Peter Parker as the boy next door to the rest of the world, he is better known by another name, Spider-Man." So not a lot to give away there, not much talking about MJ or Spider-Man for that matter. So obviously typical packaging for Marvel Legends. But yeah, it's nice to see that we're getting 2-packs again as opposed to the 3-packs, which the 3-packs haven't been bad all in all, but you know, 2-packs are good too. So let's crack this baby open. Okay, so we'll first off start up with the Peter Parker / Spider-Man figure, and it's obviously slightly, well, when I say slightly, it's quite a bit different from the Pizza Spider-Man that we've grown to love as some of our favourite Spider-Man figures. Here he is with his Spider-Man counterpart. So as you can tell, there are some variations between the figures. This one, the webbing is a much more structured, sort of straight lines. Obviously the blue's a bit lighter as well. You can see the lines on Pizza Spider-Man are actually more resemblant of webbing. So that's the first difference. Obviously same body mold, so it's the Pizza Spider-Man body mold, which is a really good mold for that size figure. Otherwise, you know, it's nice to have another variation of Spider-Man. I really wish Hasbro would stop doing this, which is the red peg holes on the blue suits. It's really, I mean, I know they try to match it on the outside, but you know, give it a lick of paint or something on the inside for God's sake. You know, it kind of ruins the look. Same with the inside of the arms here. You know, that red dot's kind of distracting. So yeah, alright, we'll get Pizza Spidey out of the way and quickly go over the articulation. So the neck is on a peg. It looks up this far. Zoom out a little bit here so you can see a bit better. That far, this far down, pretty good. And obviously full rotation. Then you have butterfly joints that push all the way back. So they're probably, if you wanted to, you could push them further than that if you wanted. Yeah, so they go right back, right behind his body, which is good. And they also come right forward, which is awesome. Bicep shoulder rotation, and goes up a little past 90 degrees. Bicep rotation, double jointed elbows, which at full stretch close in all the way, practically all the way, which is great. Wrist rotation and hinge, and the hands obviously change out. There's 3 different variations. You have the open hand and the fist and the thwipping hand, obviously, which is all standard now. Ab crunch, which goes this far forward and that far back, which is really good for a figure of its caliber. Lower waist rotation, the legs move that far forward and that far back, pretty good. Upper thigh rotation, double jointed knee, which at full stretch goes that far back. Ankle hinge and ankle rocker, which we have come to love. So yeah, all in all, this is a nice figure. It's not setting the world on fire, so to speak. It is very nice to have a completely unmasked Peter Parker head, which will come in very, very handy with other figures, and for sort of suited bodies, casual bodies, all that sort of thing. You know, you can set your SpiderMan up to, or your Peter Parker up to look like Peter Parker. If you've got the props and things like that, you can have him doing photography and things like that. So, you know, so yeah, really, really good to see. Alright, let's move on to MJ. Okay, so here we have Mary Jane Watson, who's widely known as MJ, and for what it's worth, and for by and large, she's a really, really nice figure. They've done some nice detailing, new sculpt with the legs. I think there's some reused parts, obviously, with the arms. The head is really good. Honestly, I believe, my opinion is, she kind of looks like Emma Stone. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. Some nice shading on the denim to sort of bring out the highlights, and then she's got some sort of ballerina flats on. And it's nice to have that little backpack, sort of pouch, satchel, man purse, whatever you want to call it, that she's carrying. Yeah, they've done a really good job. It's going to be very hard to see, but there you go. You can slightly see it. Oh, if it zooms in. Yeah, she's even got freckles, which is a nice touch. Very clean figure. Hasbro have obviously heard our complaints and have stepped up in the paint department, which is nice, because I mean, we've had some really, really bad things come out over the years, and for them to sort of pick up their QC is a nice thing to see. So yeah, let's get straight through to articulation. Her head is on it's on a peg with a hinge, so it will move forward. It actually goes down quite a long way, and it will go back, but her hair does inhibit quite a bit, so she doesn't look up all that much. She has bicep rotation, and it moves up that far and goes around 360 degrees. Then she has elbow swivel, which reaches 90 degrees and goes around 360, which is physically impossible for a human being, but we'll forget about that. Wrist rotation, 360 degrees, and hinges back that far and that far in. Diaphragm swivel, or pivot I should say, which gets some pretty decent side to side, goes a fair way back and not too far forward. The legs, they go this far forward and a little bit back. Upper thigh rotation, double jointed knee, which at full stretch goes right back, which is nice. And then is a ankle hinge, which goes that far forward, that far back, and those ankle rockers that we've come to love. So yeah, the applications for this figure, pretty high in my opinion. You can, what's that, a paint blotch? Bit of a paint blotch on her upper chest there. But yeah, the applications for this figure are pretty high. Obviously, being in civilian clothes, she's going to fare well as a sort of standard lady of the street if you wish her to. I'm going to go through some head sculpts and pop them on and off just to see how they work. Bear with me. So here she is with the Jean Grey Dark Phoenix Saga 2-pack head on, and looks pretty good, works fairly well. Here she is with the Carol Danvers, is it? Yeah, the Miss Marvel unmasked head. It works some angles, but otherwise it looks a bit weird from the back. But it can work if you get the angles right. Yeah, where she's standing, it looks like she's got some serious attitude right now. Here she is with the Black Widow Scarlett Johansson head. This head, I don't know. It looks like Scarlett Johansson, but she looks fucking drunk or some shit, eh? So yeah, it can work. Again, same sort of thing. You need angles, because the peg, if you're sitting it up on the neck properly, it's like really kind of long, so you got to like hinge it forward a little bit and then let the hair hide it a bit. It works alright, certain angles, but yeah, that's workable. Let's keep moving. Here she is with the silk head, which absolutely works. It looks great. Looks real good. In with the little collar piece as well. Works really well. So yeah, I'm very happy with how that looks. Let's keep going. Here she is with the Sharon Carter head. Again, it needs a bit of play work because if you set it up right properly, it sits way too high. So you've got to play with it a little bit to get it right. You know, if I put the neck peg up straight, that's straight. It's just way too long, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, it's just that little bit too long. But it works if you play angles right and stuff like that. Here she is with the Wasp head. It does work. The peg's a little loose, but it's not too bad. It's a little bit wobbly, but yeah, that works alright, and you'll get pretty good range of motion, obviously, with the short hair. She could look all the way up. Well, what's up in the sky? And yeah, right the way down. But yeah, like I said, head's a little loose. It clips on, but yeah, it's a bit wobbly. Alright, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please don't forget to comment, share and subscribe. Let me know what you think. I always appreciate feedback and I always reply. So look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.